It's Cindy here, and I just wanted to demonstrate some stretches for the hamstring, the abductors and the adductors. Adductors being the inner thigh, abductors being your gluteus medius and also the IT band, which tends to get tight, and then the hamstring, which I think everybody knows gets tight. Anyway, so I'm going to start with a tool. There's several things you can use. This is kind of ideal, you know, like having a yoga strap for that. So you've got the little holes in here, so you can stick your foot through that, and then you can hold it with your hand so your grip doesn't have to be so tight, and you'll understand when we get there. So, and then the other thing is, if you have like an exercise tube like this, which is very versatile for many other things, as you would know if you've seen my videos, you can place this also around your foot, but notice it's not as, you know, it rolls, so it could roll off. Not that big of a deal. If you have shoes on, which has like a little groove in the bottom of the shoe, you can kind of seat it there. Otherwise, most people probably do this kind of work in their bare feet. Or you can have a jump rope, which of course serves also you multiple purposes. And well, two, stretching and actually jumping rope, which is fabulous. So again, if you need some inspiration there, I do have a video of jumping rope. So, but I am going to go ahead and use the yoga strap because that really is the ideal strap to use, okay? So I'm gonna come over here, get on my yoga mat so I don't have dog fur all over me. Come here, Binky. Show them where the dog fur came from. Come here, Bink. Come on, Papa. So I'm going to start with just an active release stretch. Assuming that you've already warmed up in this deeper stretching. I usually do the stretching after all of the other exercise. So I do have a nice little dynamic warm-up on my site or on the YouTube channel, Cindy Collison YouTube channel. No, not Collision. Collison, C-O-L-L-I-S-O-N. No, not Cindy, C-I-N-D-Y, but Cindy, S-Y-N-D-E-E. I know, I'm in trouble, aren't I? And then I also have my website, which is Full On Fit Marin. Just Full On Fit Marin. Okay, so I'm doing this little active release stretch, and the reason you do that is so you don't tighten up stretching. So it kind of sounds counterindicated, doesn't it, or counterproductive. There he is. There's the fur ball. That's why I have fur all over my butt. So I'm going to hold it here and see if I can just kind of breathe through it. So I was just yakking as usual. And now I'm just going to try to relax through this, try to straighten my leg a little bit. And you know, one of the things you can do here as well is to point and flex. Because, you know, if you're really tight at the very lower portion of the kinetic chain, which is your feet, you're going to tighten up in other places too. So it's nice to kind of consider that possibility. And so doing some calf raises here, or some dorsiflexion. Calf raises would be when you're standing, which are great as well. So some of the subtle things are the important things, especially as you get older. Anybody else getting older? Anyway, so, and then you can also, you know, do some rotation with your foot. This, you're going to probably have to release some of the tension on that, but it's a good way to do it. Okay, so I'm just going to do that in between, and then I'm going to go back to just a little deeper stretch and see if I've got a little more to work with. So that's your hamstring stretch. I'm probably not going to do the other leg, and you can do that on your own. So now I'm going to take my right hand out to the side, palm down, create a little bit of stability, and then I'm going to slowly go out towards the inner thigh here. So as I stretch, I want to make sure that this is nice and taut, so I have lots of good support with my little strap here, right? Okay, and we're just, again, doing the active release, see if we can go there. You know, everybody's a little different as far as you know, flexibility goes. So just go where you can and see if you can go a little further each time you're going into this approach. And now I'm going to go ahead and just bring it down and try to relax into it. Again, breathing helps. exhaling is always nice and soothing and comforting. So, and then you can just sort of flex the foot a little bit. See, and you know, you could point, but the flexion is going to be important for that stretch, okay? So that feels really good and really necessary. All right, so now I am going to, well, I'm actually going to keep the foot in the same strap, but then I'm going to take my hand out to this side. I'm going to slowly go out to the side where the abductor is. Abductors are not quite as flexible as the adductors, the inner thigh. So I'm going to take my time on this one. I can feel some tightness. And I'm going to breathe in, exhale as you're going down. I would recommend, because breathing is so important, if you tie it into some other habit, some other ritual, it's always a good thing, so you can make sure you're getting some good breathing in. Okay, so this is a lot tighter and a little bit more awkward for most people. So I'm going to take it down and hold like I was with the other things, and I'm going to try to turn my toe down a little bit as I go. Okay, and then maybe bring it back up. See how I'm rotating my foot? It seems subtle, but it does make quite a difference. So you might want to sort of experiment with that and see how that feels. And you know, usually if something's really tight and really difficult, you really should do it. Just do it gently and mindfully. Don't over push it, right? So that essentially those are my 3 stretches that I'm recommending to a number of my clients. And you know, if you'd like to be one, I'll recommend those probably to you as well, because it's a very common problem for people. Anyway, okay, I'm glad that you came to visit, and I will look forward to seeing you another time. Okay, have a fabulous day.